Continuing with the homework analysis on page 93, 12-2, part A. We're nearly at the end here. There's a neighbor in the alto part, kind of matching the one in the bass. Very nice. And then going on to the one chord. There is a seventh here, which we may call a passing tone, or a seventh, your choice. Okay, so you can do that, or you can just say a 7 down here. All right, let's look at part B on the next page. And here you're looking at the best place for a suspension. There may be more than one place, but generally there is one best place. So I happen to be checking the bass first. I don't see any place where there's a step down. I don't see any place in the alto either. But I do see one step down in the soprano, and that seems to work really well. They're asking you to rewrite it, and that's because it's difficult otherwise to make sure that it's lined up. So here we go. I'm going to hold the B, the C sharp over, and then go down to the B, then back up to the C sharp. I can tie it if you like to make it clear. And the note at which it's held, in other words, the bass B here, I'm looking at this interval to determine the suspension. Notice that I held it over right above the bass. Okay, keep it lined up like that. You have to physically move this B that was there. You have to move it over to the right. And then I cut the note values in half. This becomes a 9/8 suspension in the soprano. I can copy the rest of the notes in, but I think you can see from that what is correct here. And down to an E, and the last bar is the same. Okay, number 2. Let's have a look here. So I see a step down in the soprano here to here, or a step here to here. Alto, I see a step here. Nothing in the tenor, nothing in the bass. So let's look at these alto first. A to G sharp. Let's see, if the A were held over, that would be with the E a 4th up. So it would make it a 4/3. Yes, that would work. 4/3 with the alto. If I did that, I would move the A over as a quarter note and make a G sharp here. Okay, how about the soprano? A D, if that were held over and delayed the C sharp to an 8th note, D above the A is a 4th, that would be a 4/3, and that would work. Okay, how about this one? C sharp held over here to the E. Well, that wouldn't work as well because E up to C sharp is a 6th, and then it resolves down to a B, which is a 5th. 6/5 is not a suspension. So you can use either the alto or the soprano, D to C sharp. Okay? Number 3. This one I would like to write out because this involves nothing up there, but in the bass you see a suspension. Okay, so I'm going to copy the soprano. And then in the bass line I have a G, C. You see I copy that just the way it is. The only thing I'm leaving out is the beat with the suspension. Okay, I don't want to put the B flat there. I don't want to write another C here in front of it. That wouldn't change anything. I want to change it on this beat. Okay, so I'm going to hold the C over, suspend that C, and resolve it down to the B flat here. Notice I cut the time value in half, and this would be, now you see a 2nd there, and then the D down to the B flat is a 3rd. So that is a 2/3 suspension. That's what you would expect with the bass. One more for your homework. We see a step down in the soprano here. No other steps down, so that should work well. Let's try it. C, notice the stems are down because there's only one part on that line. Okay. And I'm going to delay the B flat, but first I'd like to write in the other part. Down to D, steps up to E flat, and back down to D. Okay, so now I'm going to hold the C over, and yes, C held over against a D is a 7th. So I'm going to give myself a 7/6 suspension. All right? Hope you found all of the suspensions in the right places, and I will talk to you again soon.